according to the region's holiday industry. There's been a surge in bookings, investment and new jobs, with one boatyard reporting an 8% increase in business.
Yes, the revival comes as a concerted campaign is started to rebrand the area as Britain's magical waterland. Serena Sandhu has our report now.
Mooring up after another day on the Broads. For David Collinson and his family from Wymondham in Norfolk, a week's break on the waterways is the perfect retreat.
We moved to Norfolk 5 years ago and we haven't finished exploring the place yet. It's absolutely wonderful. Great place to bring up children, fantastic places to explore, and being on the Broads, it's like being in the wilderness. It's fantastic.
It's just really relaxing and just great fun.
I think it's fun because we get to see the ducks. And I like driving.
Terrific.
And it's nice looking at other people's houses from the riverside as well.
The Collinsons weren't the only ones opting to take to the water at Horning today. We may not have had the barbecue summer we were hoping for, but that hasn't stopped holidaymakers from choosing to take a staycation. Now it's proving to be a bumper year for our region's boating industry, with a 5% rise in the number of visitors to the Broads.
Unfortunately, we're fully booked for this weekend. We haven't got any boats available.
Richardson's of Stalham is bucking the economic downturn, with all of its hire cruisers booked out for this weekend's bank holiday.
Our direct bookings are up 24% this year, which was on top of 24% last year, direct bookings, and our overall bookings are 8% up.
With the Broads being rebranded as Britain's magical waterland, local businesses will be hoping that many more will choose to holiday at home. Serena Sandhu, Anglia News, Horning in Norfolk.
A man armed with a knife has stolen cash from a shop in Ipswich. He walked into the Spar shop on Woodbridge Road, produced a large knife and demanded money. Around £250 was handed over. The man is described as Asian, just under 6 feet tall, with black spiky hair and wearing thin spectacles, a denim shirt and a zip-up hooded top. Police are appealing for witnesses.
The Norfolk company Aspen Windows is closing, putting 100 jobs under threat. The company was set up at Lenwade in 1992 and at one time employed nearly 400 people with a £22 million a year turnover. Now, the downturn in the economy is being blamed for the company's demise. Staff have been told some of them may be redeployed by Aspen's parent group, Rahal.
Plans to open an adult shop have angered residents in a Cambridgeshire village. An application's been submitted to reopen a former Little Chef on the outskirts of Sawtry by the A1 as an adult store. The company behind the proposal, Rotherham-based Cocktails Limited, says it would be outside the main village. A public meeting's being held this evening to discuss the plans.
We're not objecting to sex shops per se, which are quite a legal and almost respectable way of making a living. We just don't think that a quiet, rural Cambridgeshire village is the right sort of place to put one.
Now, new police powers designed to curb drinking in the street and antisocial behaviour are to be extended to cover most of Chelmsford town centre. From the middle of next month, the town centre area will be under a designated public place order. Now, that means anyone found drinking alcohol in the street can have it confiscated. Also, the police will be able to move on anyone that they feel are causing a disturbance.
New figures show parts of Suffolk are the worst areas for fuel poverty in the country. Around 1,500 homes in the county are in fuel poverty, which is when a household spends more than 10% of its income on heating. It's a problem that mainly affects rural areas, which are often not connected to mains gas and have older buildings which are harder to insulate. A series of roadshows will be held in the county to promote energy efficiency.
Right, let's have some football now. And Norwich, Colchester and Southend, the Ipswich Museum, they had a very special delivery day today. It wasn't the hairy mammoth there, it was indeed the statue of the ancient Egyptian goddess Sekhmet, who had to be lifted up and over the balcony of the Victorian National History Gallery. Now, the 2-metre-tall statue depicting a woman with a lioness head will greet visitors to the museum's new Egyptian gallery. It is, in fact, on loan from the British Museum. Now then, imagine, this really is what you think it is, if a wand like this could really do something like this. Yes, turn the lights on and off and on again. Look at that. And it can even, take a look at this, control your telly. Not bad, eh? It's impressive. Does it work on you?
No,
it doesn't
it's
quite.
going to need more than one to work on me. Well, it may sound a bit like something out of Harry Potter, but this is for real. It's the work of two entrepreneurs from Hertfordshire. And as Elodie Harper reports, they've already won over the panel on Dragon's Den.
Pause. And now, big swish for play.
For Chris Bernardo, the most magical part of his new invention is its sudden success.
I've loved inventing since I can remember. I mean, I've always wanted to invent. So, yeah, it's a dream come true, really.
The inspiration for the Chimera wand came from finding ways to entertain his youngest son.
I'd made a model of it, quite a good model, a wooden model using a model maker, and I was pretending to use it. I hid a normal remote control behind my back, and I did a swish in front of my son to show him how it would work. And he thought I'd actually made the wand, and he was so excited by it, and I thought, yeah, that's definitely going to be a success.
So to put it into learning mode, we'd do a double tap like that.
You program the wand by aligning it with a real remote control. You teach it gestures which will each result in a specific electrical command, such as play or off.
The wand works as a remote control and can record up to 13 gestures. Each gesture has to be different to avoid activating different devices at once. And it works by sending infrared signals, which send simple instructions to devices such as your television.
Chris and his partner Richard Blakesley are already selling the Chimera wand online in 41 countries. But the product really took off after Chris appeared on the TV programme Dragon's Den. He had to fend off offers from all 5 entrepreneurs and has been inundated with orders since.
OK, well, I'm going to offer you half the money for 10%, no ratchet.
That's not very good offer, is it?
Why not?
Well, Thea's offered the same amount, the same equivalent, and give them a ratchet.
They want 2 dragons.
Oh.
The wand fits easily into a market where gesture-controlled games like Wii are already popular. And according to some technology experts, it has the potential to go far.
What's exciting here is about the way it's being applied, and this wonderful sort of imaginative sort of attitude to magic. I think that's really lovely. I think in terms of whether it's new or exciting technology, it's really applications of old technology. But I think they're great applications, so I think it deserves to succeed.
For all the wand's newfound popularity, Chris's biggest fans remain closest to home.
I think it's really good, and I think loads of people will really, really like it.
With 20,000 wands already sold in a year, it seems a lot of people would agree. Elodie Harper, Anglia News, Bishop Stortford.
So anyway, I think that's enough for now, shall we?
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant!
It is good, isn't it? But can you imagine, the fight for the remote in our house is bad enough. The fight for the wand, can you imagine what that would be like?
For the magic wand. In fact, I want it. I like. You seem to be holding it rather a lot. Right, now, just a quick reminder of our appeal for you to tell us about the lovely places where you live.
ITV's Countrywise team are looking for 12 of the most beautiful places in Britain, as suggested by you, the ITV viewers.
They are particularly interested in any hidden treasures that you wouldn't mind the rest of us finding out about, of course.
Well, you can email your suggestions or photos to Jonathan and Becky at itv.com. You can go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/ITV Anglia, or you can tweet us at ITV Anglia, no less. There you go.
Right, time to see what the national team have on the rest of the news hour this evening.
From the playground to the internet, the bullies who know no boundaries. We continue our investigation into the trolls who gang up on victims in cyberspace and discover the vigilantes who fight back. Plus, sorry doesn't satisfy the cat lovers for whom this woman is public enemy number 1. But will it satisfy the animal welfare authorities? Join Mary and me for the ITV News at 6:30.
I bet that won't sort out the weather. Here's Amanda.
Well, that's it from us. I'll be back with the late news at 10:30.
And we'll see you tomorrow night with this. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.